Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 30th, October 1st, and October 2nd. This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, when I am doing the weekend readings, I will use my Rodley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will pull one from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I am using now my, what is this, the Doreen and Grant Virtue, right? That's Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue, the Angels of Abundance cards, and of course my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and this is the overview. So if you've never watched before, if you're not familiar, I do an introduction that I tag on all of the readings. If you want to bypass, and I hope you'll watch it just once at least, then just go right down there to the description, and you can then bypass this introduction. For this introduction, I will use my Waite Rider tarot cards, and I will pull one from my Osha Zen tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and just let whatever it is that needs to come through. Now, I have also had to update my computer again, and you know that usually creates some problems with my sound. I tested it, I checked it out, it all sounds fine, but you'll let me know if it isn't, okay? Okay, so for the weekend, let's see what we have here. We are in Mercury retrograde, but Mercury will be going direct, and it will be in Virgo. It's still in Virgo, and it likes to be in Virgo, so it will go direct on the 2nd of October. Now, we still have a 2-week shadow, retrograde shadow, so it is kind of like an extension of retrograde as things are trying to, revisit where it has already been through, and it's trying to get to where it needs, where it can go forward again. So retrogrades do appear to go backwards for however long it had to be. That was September 9th, I think, or September 8th. So for the, for the 22, 23 days, it has been going backwards. So it's going to take about 2 weeks at least, if not more, to get where it was before it went retrograde. But it is going to go direct in Virgo. It likes to be in Virgo. Virgo is an earth energy. Mercury likes to have communication. It likes to, it's about your electronics, but it really does feel very at home in Virgo. So that's going to be October 2nd. However, on the 30th, and while it's getting ready to go direct, it does slow down. So we have some slower energies with that retro, a lot of going deep into that karmic energy. Remember, this is a time that I feel, Mercury goes retrograde I think this year it will start its 4th time. So it goes 3 to 4 times a year. Mostly it's 3 times, but I think this year we're going to start at the end of the year a 4th, retrograde. However, when it goes there, I feel like Mercury retrograde likes to dig things up from the past. It likes to bring the past into the present. It's also, a lot of it has to do with, karmic resolution. Now, so we still have, like I said, that 2-week thing. However, September 30th, Mercury retrograde, it's at 24 degrees in Virgo, will be opposing Neptune, which is also at 24 degrees Pisces. Neptune and Pisces, very much the deep understandings, the spiritual understandings. And we are transitioning from, you've all heard about the Age of Aquarius. We are transitioning from the Age of Pisces into the Age of Aquarius. Pisces has a lot of religious connotation, and there's a lot of deep spiritual religious type of connotation with Neptune in Pisces, and something going on. So we could be hearing about something very interesting around the 30th of September in that, in that mysterious spiritual realm, hence my background. Anyway, the 1st of October, we have Venus, which likes to be in Libra. It is opposing Jupiter, which is retrograde in Aries. They're both at 3 degrees. So when I first saw that, when I was looking at that, the first thing I thought of was just like two dogs. Okay, and I know they're not two dogs, but this is how these things come to me. So I saw this little cute, adorable little yuppie dog, tiny little thing, and this really big, I don't know, floppy-eared, I don't even want to know, I don't know if you want to call it a Labrador or whatever, just kind of this big, tolerant dog. So the little puppy in itself would be more your Venus in Libra. The big tolerant dog was your Jupiter in Aries. Okay, and I heard this little yuppie dog kind of like saying, "Come on now, what are you doing? You got to get things moving. We've been waiting enough for you. Get things moving." And and the other dog kind of listening, and then like, "Okay, I will." Take that as it will. I do feel like Venus in Libra, like I said, it's in opposition, so it is trying to prod, push, yap at Jupiter in Aries and trying to get things moving. Jupiter is the planet of enlargement and planet of good fortune. Aries, again, is that, the fire energy. Venus is relationships, very close relationships. In some ways, Venus can be very much harmonious. Libra wants to create balance. So it's like I said, I felt like little Venus was up against big Jupiter and just kind of nagging it to pieces and saying, let's get moving, let's get things going. So that would have been October 1st. So let's see. And then again, October 2nd, Mercury will be going direct. Okay, let's see what we have here, though, as the overview. And again, if you want to bypass this, go to that, the timestamp. Let's see what we have for the overview for what's going on in the world. Always remember, whatever's going on in the world, you still have to live your life. You still have to stay positive. You still have to, work and keep your vibrations on the higher side. The higher you keep your vibrations, the more you are like Teflon, and things just fall right off of you. When you want, if you're keeping, if you're miserable and if you're sad and if you're just kind of in a hard or tired mode, then that's what you really will be attracting. So let's see. Our first card we have is Judgment. That is a major arcana. Judgment can be on the harsh side sometimes, but after we face it, after we face the things that we have to face with Judgment, it actually clears things out. And again, I talked about Mercury in retrograde, and then even in the shadow of Mercury. So it's kind of like things have to be cleared out. Things have to be seen. Things have to be acknowledged. Things have to be, really weighed and measured. But once it's done, it's done. Okay? And, and then you can then move on with that. So we have it reversed. Reversed has a lot of energy to me. So this is a card to really pay attention to. Major arcana. So we have the 20. Numbers are very, very important too. Numbers can be used for dark energy or light. We use them for the light. So this is a 2-0. 2 has a crossroads. It has choices, also decisions. It could also be, coming together with a partner. 0 is God's source energy. Now, the interesting thing, these are Roman numerals, and it's a 10-10, transition, and that is something that Judgment does do. Now, we can look that the people, they're very vulnerable. They're naked. They're naked as a jaybird. But they're very vulnerable. Nobody wants to be naked. I don't want to be naked. But it's just basically bearing it all to higher power. And, a gray energies here. However, her hair, some of the hair does have this color to it. We do have this angel that's very, divine, heavenly angel. And, trumpeting in something that is, to move them. Now, part of them, I don't see any of them hiding. I see them really embracing the changes that come with Judgment. However, with Judgment, you do have to bear it all, okay? So let's see what we've got next. We have our Page of Wands. Now, court cards. This is where I go into all the cards, more or less, the energies. Court cards do have dual energies. Pages, underlying energy is Earth. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Money, job, career, okay? Tangible energy. Now, this is also Wands energy. Wands or rods is our fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, very determined. Now, you can also see that there's a little bit of arrogance in this person. Now, pages are very enthusiastic. Pages love to get into the mix of things. Pages are also bringing the herald's messages also. So this could be a new message. This could be something coming about with that work energy, that earth energy, plus that fire energy. I'm looking at him though, and I guess pages can be, feminine or masculine, but this is a masculine energy here. And, he stands very upright. He stands very proud in his finery type of thing. He has his rod. He has his head up. Now, whenever you see the Page of Wands in general, it does mean pages, like I said, means a new opportunity, something new to do with your work, job, career. But then however the wand or whatever comes on top of it is how you approach it. So this is just kind of like grabbing it. This is grabbing the attention. This is going for whatever it is you want to go for. And, again, there is this looking up. There is, it's kind of like I'm looking up. I'm not faltering. I'm moving forward. Okay. So this could be an opportunity for the world to really embrace and be very enthusiastic. But it's kind of like, again, too, once you've committed, the world, whatever the world is doing, whatever the universe is, it's like this is a commitment. This is a commitment, and it's like I'm going for it. Okay. Oh, so like I said, pages does have the underlying energy of earth. Knight's energy is fire, so that is the Wands energy. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen's energy is water. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid and very emotional, very caring energy too. And then we have the King's underlying energy, which is air, swords energy, and that is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Thinking things through, very strategic, a little bit linear, doesn't necessarily see, doesn't want to really look at the other options, just really going for what he wants to go for. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Well, now we have the Page of Cups. So again, underlying energy, Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. So whatever this is, this has to do with, like I said, our earthbound energies. But now we have Cups, which is again water, which is again Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there is a quizzicalness to this. There is a not quite sure what I'm supposed to do, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. So while while the Page of Wands is very assured, the Page of Cups is kind of like, really? What am I supposed to do again? Well, okay, and also is feeling things very deeply. Now, I do not feel any insecurity here, but there is something new on the horizon. There is a new turning in the world energy, in the earth energy per se. It's going to affect us kind of differently at the same time. One of it's going to be like, okay, let's go do this. This is great. We want this. We have the ability. We have the, we are it. And then the Page of Cups is like, really? Really? What is this fish doing in here? And are you talking to me? So the Page of Cups, does have again the pages, like I said, will go after whatever this is. The Page of Cups is just going to kind of look at things a little differently. And again, it's going to be kind of like, really? Not quite sure what I'm supposed to do, but okay, we're in for this. We're in on this. Okay, let's go on and see, but I do think there's a lot of vulnerability with that Judgment. There is the Judgment does bring a new chapter, a new, section of the book, maybe even a new book in the series. And the Page of Wands and the Page of Cup, they're like, okay, we're committed. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. May not necessarily understand everything, but the Page of Wands is very much though, hey, I don't have to understand it. I just know. So let's see what we've got with Osha Zen Tarot, what we have going on with the Osha Zen Tarot cards. What do we have for the world? What do we, oh, okay, and that's another one. Now this card that has fallen on the ground is pretty unique. It's unique to Osha Zen Tarot, and it brings the Master. It brings the Master. So we have the moon energy where we know that we don't always know what we're supposed to know. So there is some faith energy here. This Master energy, you know, what is a master? A master is someone that has experienced many things. A master is somebody that knows many things. The master could be, you know, is very connected with higher power, spirit guides. So whatever this is going on, there is a stronger energy that is guiding this. There is a stronger energy that is leading whatever it is that is going on the weekend. There is a stronger energy, a higher energy, higher power energy. And, you know, we have to look at him, you know, and we have to hope, we have to trust, we have to have faith. There is wisdom in his years also. So whatever this is going on, there's more going on than what we're going to see. Okay? Does that make sense? Anyway, interesting weekend as always. Interesting energies as always. The Schumann resonance has been back online. It hasn't really shown a lot of big white. It has been, you know, kind of the greens and the blues with a little bit of the streaking. So if something changes with that, and, you know, and even that in itself is kind of that, you know, we're all feeling like we're in this, you know, like time is ticking, and we're waiting. Anyway, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. I really appreciate your comments. You know, I always do. And, you know, this helps keep me encouraged by you liking and sharing. Okay? Okay. So why don't we go ahead and start our readings now? Hello, my Aries. I feel like you're on like new ideas are springing up. Yeah, they're new challenges. They're not necessarily easy, but I just feel kind of like that Ace of Air energy for you. Ace, new beginning. Air is, of course, all of our air energies, our Aquarius, our Geminis, and our Libras, all strong stuff happening. I feel like all these new ideas, all these new purposes, and I kind of feel like you're like at a runway, you know, a runway, and I don't know if you're taxiing to take off or if you've taxied and you're at the end of the runway or the beginning. Is it the beginning of the runway? And you're getting your wings and all that, and you're ready to start. You haven't started yet, but I feel like you're ready to just push forward. So, and again, I do feel that Ace of Air energy all around you. You know, not always, it's not easy. It is not easy, but it's very stimulating, and it's very, you know, thought processes, making your plans. It's very, yeah, it's an exciting energy. It's an exciting energy. Your thoughts are very excited. Let's see. You're ready to take off. You know, I don't know. Are your flaps up? I'm not a pilot, so my pilots out there might know. Anyway, it's like you're ready to sail. Okay, let's see what we have for my Aries. Let's see if any of that makes sense with the cards. Higher power. What do you have? What additionally do you have for our Aries here? Here we go. Nothing is reversed. First card. 6 of water. Okay, 6. Number of man, energies you put into something. Water is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio energy. It's fluid, emotional, spiritual. This has a lot of nostalgia to it. This is looking back. This is looking back maybe to how you grew up, maybe how you're, you know, if you have children, how they have grown, you know, relationships that have, you know, developed, relationships that have been let go. This is all about looking back, nostalgia. It's not a bad energy, and it is one of those things. It's a good energy to really learn from, and, you know, part of it is learning from your mistakes. The other part of it is if you're going to stick there, okay? You know, I did tell somebody, I don't know, maybe it was one of the water signs, that, you know, if you stay in the past, you are prone for depression. If you go too far in that future, you're prone to anxiety. So it's good to stay in your present. Now, it doesn't mean you can't remember back and remember some good times, some bad times, but usually when you're remembering back, we don't remember them as factually or as accurately as they might have been, both good and bad. Okay, but it is a nostalgia time. It is a time to look back. And again, that Neptune in Pisces, that probably is probably digging up some old memories for you. And a Mercury in retrograde too. Okay, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Your next card, the star. The star. So we have a 6. We have a 1, 7. 1, new beginnings. A 10 is transition. 7 is a divine covering. 1 plus 7 is an 8, unlimited opportunities. So just when you think things can't get better, when you're just kind of like you feel like your life's been disrupted enough, hope comes around. Hope opens up the doors. New ideas come in. Like I said, I feel like you're at the beginning, you're at the start of your runway. You're just, you're getting your engines running. You're getting your engines roaring. And you're about to, engage the wheels and you're about to take off. Or you're about to, run down that runway until you can take off, until your wings engage. So I do feel like there's, like you're at this precipice. I feel like this is one of those weekends that's a precipice. That's a new start. It's going to energize you and it's going to move you probably faster than you've been moved for a while. So, Archangel Jophiel, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, on the right path. Your next card, that 9 of air. The 9 of air. 9, though, means you got everything you need. Wrap it up. Air energy is, again, our Aquarius, our Gemini, our Libra energy. Yeah, I told you Venus and Libra with, your Jupiter and Aries, little snappy dog. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? And Jupiter and Aries is just kind of like, what is your problem? What's your deal? Come on, stop this. And then at the same time, Jupiter in Aries is kind of listening with the half of ear too. So kind of like, fine. So I just feel there is the friction. There is this, it's not time yet, but fine. Okay. So anyway, the 9 of air is about letting your thoughts, letting your what ifs control you. Your what if this doesn't work? What if I fail? What if? And the thing is, yeah, you could fail. All of the what ifs, they could be exactly what you think it is. But what if you succeed? What if you don't try? Where I'm going with this, my Aries, because I always say it. If you don't try, your answer is always a no. If you do try, you could get still a no, but you could get those yeses. So don't let your mind, I'm not telling you to run on adrenaline only. I'm not telling you to just, you have to have fuel in the tank. You have to be wise. You have to make sure that the plane has some maintenance to it before it actually goes on. But but you really have to push a lot of those negative thoughts out, okay? Because again, thinking back, that's all good. We learn from our past. Staying there, though, is not healthy. The star, lots of hope, lots of possibilities. And now the 9. So this is kind of like your past, your present, and your future. You're thinking about it. Like I said, thinking too much in that future brings about anxiety. You can't, so rein it back a little bit, okay? Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. But your presence has hope. Your presence is a star. Your presence is you getting ready. And again, I felt that ace of air running around you, kind of like, new beginning, new start, new ideas, new thoughts. But if you keep thinking that they can't happen or they can't come true, then you know what? They can't. The other thing about the star is also you make wishes upon stars. They twinkle at you at night. They make you happy. So things are moving for you. But you have to stay more in the present than in that back or the future, okay? Anyway, let's see. Higher power, what else do you have for our Aries? What else can you tell our Aries here? What else does Aries need to know? Okay, so we have the 8 and unlimited opportunity, like I said. Positive movement forward. What else can I tell you? Things are moving. Part of this is you trying to keep you from moving. Now, it could also be other people around you. It could be other people. I'm not going to discount that. Your 9 of air can be other people telling you, oh, remember when you tried this, or remember this didn't work for you. It could definitely be others around you that's trying to keep you from moving forward. But positive movement forward. Part of the thing, when you're in a sailboat, part of the thing you have to rely on is that the wind will catch your sails. So, so you've got movement. Here I had a plane for you, and now we have a sailboat for you. So you've got movement. You have movement, my Aries. Things are working. It's just, keep what is that? Keep your rudder. You use a rudder with, again, I don't sail either. So let's see what the Angels of Abundance has for my Aries. Here we go. Let's see. And I don't know. This kind of looks like, is that the sunset or is that the sunrise? We don't know. But either way, it's positive. Positive movement forward for my Aries. And again, that Ace of Air. Okay. Strange cut, but we'll take it. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. Oh, I like that one. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks. Wait a minute. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous blocks, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So there is forward movement for you. Your blocks are lifted, but you have to stay in gratitude. Okay, let's see. I like that one. Let's see what we've got here. Crystal or energy for my Aries. Here we go. So you have 6, 1, 7, 9, 8. Okay. Rhodochrosite. Service, contentment, healing emotional wounds, renewal of passion. I like that too, because that goes along with that Ace of Air. I don't know. That Ace of Air is real big. It's like, bleh. Anyway, positive movement for you, my Aries. Keep directed. Okay, take a moment, please, to comment. Also, like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. Most importantly, though, my Aries, and as always, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.